What's up, guys? My name's P, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Phipps Tips. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the market. We'll check out today's winners and losers, see who's shaking, see who's baking. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, see what it's doing today. We'll have a look at a couple of news articles that I found that are pretty interesting that I'd like to share with you guys, get your thoughts on them. And we'll wrap it up with a little bit of technical analysis of Bitcoin and two coins that were put onto the Bittrex exchange today in Stellar and Verge. We'll see what that's been doing for them. All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. And here we are, guys, on CoinMarketCap.com. Today is its 5th birthday, and as you can see, they've given it a little facelift. I dig it. The market cap's checking in at just under $415 billion with a 24-hour trading volume of just shy of $28 billion, and Bitcoin dominance checking in around 36.9%. Of the top 5, we're still seeing some shallow reds, guys, from the sideways action from this past weekend and whatnot. Bitcoin checking in around 36.2%, Ethereum down 3%, Ripple down 2.4%, Bitcoin Cash, the biggest loser of the top 5, down only 7.5%, and EOS bringing up the bottom of the top 5 with down nearly 5%. Now let's see what kind of action we've got going against Bitcoin today. We have Bitcoin Private up 30.34%, Decentraland up nearly 10% versus Bitcoin, Ontology up nearly 9%, Verge up nearly 9%, and Dentacoin bringing up the top 5 versus Bitcoin at almost 8%. We'll check out today's gainers and losers. Our number one gainer is Network Token at 218.82%. Speed Cash up 142%. Bastinet up 103%. Now, these top 3 coins, guys, I have never heard of, and they have some small volume going on, so I'm not too sure. These are some things that I would actually have to look into. Ignis, on the other hand, I have checked out, and it's a cool concept. It is up 47.32%, and Delphi up 36.4%. If you guys are in any of those coins, congratulations. You're probably rich. We'll move on down to the biggest losers with Beluga Pay bringing up the number 1 biggest loser spot at 35.42%. Octoin Coin down nearly 30%. Linux down nearly 30%, OXFina down nearly 29%, and Pure down nearly 24.1%. If you guys are in any of those coins, sorry. That's not the greatest. Now, I want to check out a couple of these news articles that I looked at while I was at work today. Get your thoughts on them. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned. In our first article I'd like to go over today, guys, I want to discuss with you cash. Like, as I get older and times change and technology advances, I find myself using cash less and less and less and less. Like, honestly, I could not tell you the last time I went to the ATM to withdraw 20 bucks to, say, like, go out for a few drinks or something. You know, I don't do it anymore. The convenience of just swiping my card or tapping my phone outweighs, you know, running to the bank, you know, paying fees to actually withdraw my money, which I find ridiculous. You know, so, are we going to go the route of, like, a digital currency? Like, will that be a thing? Will, like, paper fiat just be a thing of the past in the future? I mean, I don't know. Let's see what this article has to say about it. A new report published by the innovation group at J. Walter Thompson Intelligence highlights the ways in which apps and phones are changing the way young people use money. Not only young people, lots of people. Old people, young people, yeah, I think that's, yeah, it's more than just young people. The Future of Money report warns that banks had better watch out. The report found that 63% of U.S. millennial consumers hardly ever use cash, and in China, cash could well become obsolete in the near future. China saw a jump in the mobile payments from $340 billion in 2015 to, get this guys, $9 trillion in 2017, in an industry dominated by two third-party giants, Alipay and WeChat. Guys, $340 billion in 2015. That was, what, 3 years ago? Last year, they reported $9 trillion. That is incredible. Incredible. In 2 years, that kind of change, that's just mind-blowing. And unlike the US, where fintech startups are developing customized apps for solutions to customized problems, China's payment giants are cooperating with companies across a wide variety of sectors, including dining and travel, to ensure users can do almost everything on their apps when it comes to transactions. About 1/3 of total global fintech startups with a valuation of more than $1 billion are from Greater China. So, let that sink in, guys. Will China be the first global fintech that, puts out the all-in-one app where that's the only app you need to do anything? That's something that I would get into on the early stages of, because, that idea is just, that's what everybody wants, for your app to be the king. In the last 12 months, have seen several innovations aimed at making payments frictionless by tapping a phone or smiling at a camera, and this is an area where China in particular is leading the way, helped by a government-owned photo ID base. So see, guys, China is trying to just get rid of fiat altogether, from the sounds of this article. It goes on further to say, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant, well, it's KFC, in China, that's using like facial recognition software. It's incredible. In September of 2017, Ant Financial, a subsidiary of Alibaba, the e-commerce site, struck a partnership with a KFC restaurant in Hangzhou, allowing customers to smile to pay. An in-store 3D camera now analyzes each customer's face, and by zeroing in on 600 facial features, matches the client with their account on Alibaba's Alipay payment service. Baidu is also experimenting with facial recognition technology, trying it out in a Beijing branch of the KFC to see if it can predict customers' orders by reading their faces. Guys, that is awesome. Like, if I could walk into a store and they're able to look at my face and know exactly what I want to buy before I buy it, I mean, that's like a whole nother level. Asia is also ahead of the curve when it comes to mobile payments, at least in terms of adoption. According to electronic payment company ACI Worldwide, digital transactions will likely account for 4 out of every 5 transactions by 2025 in India, where 56% of customers say they regularly use mobile wallets, and Thailand, 51%. Then in Spain, 25%, or the United Kingdom at 14%. That's something to keep in mind right there. India, 56% of customers regularly use mobile wallets. Who knew? However, in the Nordic countries, where banks took the initiative several years ago in the face of impending competition from fintech, wallet-based apps are popular. And it isn't just the under 34s who use them. Swish, the app introduced by Swedish banks in 2012 as a person-to-person wallet in 2012, is now used by 5 million Swedes, over half the population, and for commercial transactions. So that's awesome. Swish is, widely used in Sweden. That's awesome, the adoption rate of that. The use of cash in Stockholm, the capital city, is now almost universally banned. Banned. Wow. You can even pay street vendors by Swish or card. Swedes tend to believe that avoiding cash is the best way to avoid employee theft from cash takings and fraud. Now, is that really like one of the big worries of companies, is your cash being taken? I mean, I don't know too many companies now that actually have large amounts of cash on hand. So, that seems kind of weird. But yeah, that's wild. You can even pay street vendors with this Swish or card. That's pretty cool. In Denmark, MobilePay, a digital wallet owned by Danske Bank and launched in 2013, is the most popular app, second only to Facebook. Let that sink in, guys. A bank-issued app is the second most popular app next to Facebook. In 2016, a study from that card payment in the Nordics were already 2.5 times above the European average, making up 75% of the payments made in Norway. So yeah, I mean, and you're not doing that with cash, guys. This is all digitally done in one way or the other. Let me know what you think. Do you think that digital payments are the way of the future and fiat cash will just be, a trivial thing? Like, no one will accept it. It'll be like you're getting lucky when you get a $2 bill or something, It seems strange. I've grown up using cash my entire life, so just having it phased out, it just seems a little weird to me, I guess. But moving on. We're going to check out this next article here. Now, guys, I'd like to end the news segment on a bit of a high note. Nasdaq may launch its own cryptocurrency exchange if regulation allows for it. What is Nasdaq planning exactly? It has become apparent that Nasdaq is rather open-minded when it comes to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The financial giant made a deal with Gemini earlier this month, allowing the exchange to use Nasdaq tech to monitor its markets and daily auctions. It is a positive development for both the exchange and Nasdaq alike. However, the financial giant is not done with cryptocurrency just yet, guys. Its CEO has made it clear that the company is keeping a very close eye on how the world of cryptocurrency is evolving. With regulation being such a hot topic right now, this nascent industry may soon enter the next stage. Regulation offers more legitimacy for cryptocurrency as a whole, and it allows for existing financial players to get in on the action without repercussions. And that's a big thing, guys. People don't want to get in, to this type of market. I mean, it's volatile enough already without the worries of, getting into like certain projects that are just scams waiting to happen, like Ponzi schemes such as BitConnect and the ill-fated Daver coin. Nobody wants to be taken advantage of. I mean, I myself, I work hard for my money. I don't want some jerk trying to scam me out of it. That's just my opinion. And it seems Nasdaq is even contemplating launching its own cryptocurrency exchange at some point. That would certainly bring a lot more competition to this market. Exposing more people to cryptocurrencies will take Bitcoin and altcoins to whole new levels in the future. But it remains to be seen how this particular venture will play out, as nothing has been finalized at this stage. But that is a 100% true statement there, guys. Exposing more people to cryptocurrency will take Bitcoin and altcoins to whole new levels. And you, my friends, are in on the ground floor. The ground floor. Our market cap currently at $415 billion. If you were to look at Nasdaq and one of the stocks there, one stock is equal to our entire market cap. Like Google. Google's market cap is our entire cryptocurrency market cap. Let that sink in. Nasdaq CEO Adena Friedman has been rather bullish on cryptocurrency as of late. In a recent CNBC interview, Friedman commented that digital currencies will continue to persist. That is a positive outlook, albeit one that not everyone shares. Most financial experts expect the cryptocurrency bubble to end fairly soon and potentially result in Bitcoin and altcoins becoming all but obsolete. That is bull. Absolute bull. Even so, Friedman is convinced that things will only get better for Bitcoin and altcoins from here on out. It appears to only be a matter of time until things improve, as crypto's maturation process has been underway for quite some time now. Slowly but surely, things are heading in the right direction, especially with regulation now coming into play and Bitcoin futures contracts launching not long ago. And Bitcoin futures, that's a whole nother ball of wax there, guys. I've got my little conspiracy theories on that, but that's for an entirely different episode. Whether or not Nasdaq will launch its own cryptocurrency exchange remains to be determined. That's a very real chance the company will explore this option once the dust settles. If Nasdaq were to get involved, there's no telling how the cryptocurrency markets would respond. Consumers and investors are demanding more exposure to cryptocurrency, and they may very well get it. What do you think, guys? Do you think that a corporation like Nasdaq entering the cryptocurrency space would spark interest? Because, you know, I sure do. I think that, you know, any news, even bad news, is good news when it comes to, like, exposure. And for, you know, just like I said, guys, so I wanted to end the news segment on a high note. For every article that, you know, is bullish on crypto, you'll find 10 that just say that it's dead and it's dying and it's gone and you're going to lose all your money. If you truly believe in the projects that you have invested in and in cryptocurrency, like I believe in it, there's just no way. There's just no way that the market cap will go to zero. That's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. I don't think that I am, but I very well could be. Who knows? But yeah, tell me what you guys think, guys. Do you think like this kind of exposure is a good thing for crypto? And if so, you know, what kind of new heights could we see? Drop a couple comments down in the comment section. Let me know. From here on, we're going to take a look at some TradingView, some Bitcoin, Verge, Stellar. See what's going on there. Stick around. Here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin versus US dollar day chart using the Bitfinex exchange data. And if you recall from yesterday's video, we had Bitcoin in an ascending channel. You can see, if I can zoom in just a little bit, today's candle punched down through our trend line, but was bought right back up, which is a good thing. Hopefully that continues our upward trajectory. Now, I've identified a pattern or two within Bitcoin I'd like to bring to your guys' attention. These are going to be a bullish pattern, and it's the inverted head and shoulders. And an inverted head and shoulders looks something like this. It'll start here, there, go there, there, and then there. So it looks something like this. And this is typically a bullish pattern. So what technically should have happened is we should have launched from the completion of this up this way. But for some reason we didn't. Instead, we dipped very, very hard down to roughly 9K, 8,200. This was around March, early March that this happened. Yeah, the 7th and the 8th. We got a little bit of a bounce back and then dropped all the way down, guys, to about 6,300. But I've noticed another pattern forming. Let's grab our trusty drawing tool. We'll get that out of there just like that. And we can see that we're kind of creating a bowl almost. We go like this. We'll tighten that up a little bit. Grab that drawing tool again. And like that. And these are also bullish patterns. So what we could expect Bitcoin to do from here, guys, is just keep on going. Let's hope. Moving on. Here we are, guys, looking at Verge versus the US dollar using the Binance exchange information. And today, I believe it was today, Verge was put on the Bittrex exchange, which is another big exchange here in the US. And generally when big news like that happens, there's a big jump in price, but it looked like it jumped, but then was pushed right back down, and then was pushed down even further, and then bought back up. Let's zoom in here so you guys can see this candle that I'm talking about. This is actually forming a doji right now, and this is generally considered a reversal candle. So instead of going up, we're going to trend back down, technically. Now, this is cryptocurrency, and crypto sometimes has a mind of its own, let me tell you guys. But let's see if we can identify a pattern here. And right away, I can see like almost a cup pattern that we had just seen on Bitcoin here. We don't want the trend line. No, we want that, the drawing tool. And we'll start at the top here. And we can just draw a bowl. And there's our cup. And we can continue with a handle technically. And really, we should be taken off any time if, you know, this plays out the way it should. That's just my opinion though, guys, and this is not financial advice. Let me just be the first to tell you, do not trade on anything that I am telling you. I am brand new to this stuff, and heck, I don't even know if this is a legitimate cup and handle. This is just what I'm seeing. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, guys, is a cup and handle, and these types of patterns, it's not an inverted cup, it's just a normal sized cup, so it should just continue trending upward. At least that's what they are technically supposed to do. So that's Verge. Moving on to Stellar, or XLM. And here we are, guys, on the Stellar versus US dollar day chart using the Binance exchange information. And right away, guys, I'm picking up another bowl, another cup and handle, starting right about, let's grab the drawing tool. And we'll start right about here and swoop under all these like that. And there's our cup, and we just finish up the handle. And again, guys, we should just be all aboard to take off. That's how this pattern is supposed to work, but I mean, like I said, do not take this as financial advice, because it is not. Okay? Okay, great. This is just me trying to show you guys useful patterns and ideas and what you can be doing. None of this should be used to trade on, from what I'm saying. You know, do what you want, but yeah, just use this as information and entertainment. That's what I'm here for, guys. And if you're still here, hit that subscribe button. If you learned anything today, hit that like button. Share this with a friend. You know, help them. Maybe they want to learn about cup and handles and triangles. And oh, we didn't really discuss triangles today, but we did discuss the head and shoulders from Bitcoin. So there's that. Anyway, until the next one, guys, have a good one. Peace.